What a just fantastic soundtrack. Let me turn on the game audio. Oh yeah. Just the most brilliant soundtrack you ever heard in your life. Alright. So we are playing a little bit of Not Abandoned deck. That's my last run that I've done. Checker deck is typically a pretty easy deck. Easier said than done. There's probably a way to phrase that in a better way, but checker deck, pretty easy. Maybe not on orange stake, most certainly not on gold stake, because gold stake is a beast. But let's just hop into some checker deck and just knock it out, one shot, one kill. That's how we're gonna do it. D6 tag, what a beautiful tag it is. We can go for probably just a high flush just to get it done. Getting it done in more than one hand on the checker deck is pretty embarrassing because you can pretty much always guarantee a high scoring flush. I could make my life very easy with a red card. Could also go for an early Jupiter to make sure I can get everything done in one hand. I've done a lot of red card builds. Let's just buy and use a Jupiter and also this Buffoon pack. And let's just give myself the opportunity to use as many discards as I need. And this will allow me to put together the highest possible scoring flush to get things started. And this one should do with the additional level for 600 points. Nice. So the planet card is already paying out. Could go for hallucination. Could go for next round. Must play 5 cards. Probably won't be that difficult. Just find another semi-high scoring flush. And with this many discards, that should be no issue at all. Yeah, this one looks great. Nice. Another 600 score. And now we get to look at Blue Joker. Blue Joker is pretty fantastic with this Molt. 4 fingers, I don't see myself struggling to find flushes, so that's pretty irrelevant. So Blue Joker is great, and the next round button is also pretty good. And now with the Blue Joker, both with the chips and the Molt, I'm probably just going to coast with that for a second. Temperance is not a bad pickup. Ooh, mail-in rebate is a fantastic source of cash flow. I'm going to probably just buy this, and should I just pop this off right now? It does bring me above the interest threshold, actually 2 of them, so it is worth it actually. Again, not really needing an obscene amount of scoring, but I do want to find maybe a few 10s. Yeah. There's 110 for us. And we have no more discards remaining, so might as well just throw out the flush and call it a day. Of course, discarding that much does hurt the Blue Joker, but that will need to be fine. Delayed gratification instead of mail-in rebate could be good, especially with the Drunkard. This is a guaranteed $6. This is a maybe $10. Maybe $10 is much better than a guaranteed 6, especially with that one being temporary. Hand size, unfortunately it's a temporary negative, so not really much to write home about there. I'll go with a reroll surplus, and it's actually pretty good to have hand size, so we have more chances to find mail-in rebate stuff. So with a extra large blind, I don't believe this will win on its own. But just to err on the side of caution, let's play out one hand, and this actually might win on its own. Okay. Close. Very, very close. This will definitely win on its own, so let's maybe try to find an additional ace. There's no reason to over-discard there, by the way, because that just hurts our blue joker. No matter. Still getting it done in 2, even with the wall presenting itself. Could go for the last buffoon pack. I think I will for maybe some additional scoring. Ride the bus, and not really that exciting. It's a pretty slow source of molt. And with how many face cards we still have, I'm not really too thrilled about that. But at the same time, it is scaling. Haven't seen you in a year. You are the first person to say that joke, so huge feather in your cap. I guess my stream title is Balatro in current year, so I guess I'm part of the same. I'm part of the problem. Alright, so I think let's ride the bus. Let's just get on. Let's all aboard. And we can roll once. And probably just roll once. Yeah. So we can start things off with a very nice discard. And now we can throw out our first flush to get things started with the ride the bus. We have another 9. And we want to prioritize hearts. So let's get rid of that 9 and also prioritize these beautiful hearts. So the drunkard is very good for enabling ride the bus. Allows us to further craft our hand to make sure that we can satisfy it. Driver's license with the temporary treatment is not going to make my lineup, unfortunately. The fool for a temperance may very well... Okay. Well, there's Gros Michel, and when you see Gros Michel, you need to pick Gros Michel. It's a little rule we have at the Fruit Channel. Boy golly, do I love Gros Michel. It bails me out of so many situations. Okay, we no longer are worried about money. Money is no longer a thing. And with my commitment to not playing face cards, I kind of want to just death face cards and hangman them and just do all the disrespectful stuff I can do to face cards. I want to do it. So we are looking for 2s to discard. Unfortunately, I think I will win if I play out a hand. So let's maybe slow our roll a little bit. Well, we can only slow our roll so much. And we did play a face card. You know what? Maybe riding the bus, maybe my little mental lapse in judgment is telling me not to ride the bus. Maybe I need to get off. I think I might get off the bus. Let's just get off, use this, and replace it with a business card. That makes sense. I mean... just get rid of a anti-face card synergy for a face card synergy. That makes complete and total sense to me. And you know what? I've seen the error in my ways. We're business card bound. And you know what? Let's further dig ourselves in this hole. Get rid of everything. Throwing it back, probably not temporarily. And then we're going to death so we can find more face cards. My main man Fruit finally tuned in for a stream after a while. Well, thank you for showing up, Cappy Bro. Of the kinda variety. Oh. With the business card, do we need mail-in rebate? Or with mail and rebate, do we need business card? That might be a better question. I kind of like business card more because I'm kind of a gambler. And I don't like discarding cards because Blue Joker is here. And I don't want to like make Blue Joker feel awkward, you know? I'm mostly here just to make Blue Joker feel welcomed. I think that's pretty much what I'm getting at. So let's make sure they feel welcomed. And also get huge money from business card. Nice. Juggler is going to be leaving us soon, which is very sad, but the grabber is here. So that is amazing. No notes. That's all I got for you. A diamond card, but a red seal with the holographic treatment. That's kind of hard to say no to. Trying to go for gold stake with plasma because plasma deck is fun. It's not blue, and it's not blue deck gold stake. Sorry to hear that blue stake or a blue deck gold stake is still giving you troubles. That's so weird. I mean, not to rub salt in the wound, but I think blue deck is just an absolute delight. But I do also know that it is giving you issues, not because it's bad, but sometimes the Balatro gods just have one out for you. And there's just nothing that you can do. At least that's how I cope with it. Because it can't be me. It has to be them. Right? Don't all type at once. I'll just assume it's them. High card. I'm not sure why I'm opening spectral packs, but it shouldn't be hard, but I got it eventually thanks to Four Fingers and Constellation. Constellation is like my main man. I just love Constellation so much. And Polychrome Gros Michel, my second main man. The banana. My third main man? No. Probably not Green Jokering this time around. Hologram. Now, Hologram's interesting. I don't know if I need the discards because I'm playing checker deck. I can put together flushes very easily. And I want to improve my flushes, so we're going to pick that up. So we have our times mult, we have our base mult, we have our econ. Honestly, I would be... No, I don't want to put any bad vibes out there. I'd be very shocked if we don't win. Lover's this guy. I mean, again, not wanting to put any bad. Interesting. Honestly, I like that card. This card is fantastic for putting flushes together. Now, if we encounter any boss blinds that do not appreciate specific suits, it's not a great look, but I think if we can turn them into hearts, we're good. Honestly, I may prioritize turning these into hearts. Is there anything in my current lineup that I don't like? Oh, if I can find a Wii Joker. Actually, give me a second. I'm just going to open up a Wii real quick. Interesting. Interesting. So the card that I most don't like right now is Oddly Business card. And I think I might actually prioritize this Faceless instead. I think this might be... You did not roll into the Wii. Give me a second. Let me just... I was feeling it on that one. I was feeling it big time on that one. Let's just get a Jupiter in our veins. We also didn't find any ways to add cards to the deck, which does feel pretty bad. Let's also, if I could find one of those special special twos that have been great, but alas we cannot. No repeat hands this time, but I don't think that'll be an issue at all. Let's just go for a 3 of a kind and call it a day. All of our scoring is pretty much wrapped up in our jokers right now. So we want to juice up hologram as much as possible. And the way we do that, of course, is with spectral packs. Obviously. Easiest decision of my life. We are one wee joker away from greatness. Pants. A beautiful pair of trousers. Cool. Cards played previously are debuffed. Not really feeling any urgency to destroy any cards right now. Yeah, we're just scoring out of our mind right now. How's it going, Roxels? Car? I'm such a savant when it comes to names. I probably nailed that. So we could hearts our this guy so we aren't getting absolutely bodied by hearts being, or anything being debuffed. I kind of like that idea. And we do want to open up a standard pack for not a bad card to pick up. Off the next one. Now, if I can put together more of these twos, that would be fantastic. I'm getting no Faceless Joker value, by the way, because I am being a little preoccupied. Let's actually sun these. And we have a flush right here. These are still wild cards. Great. Happy New Year. How's it going? And I do want to take this opportunity I guess I'm just going to death this 1/7. Yeah, screw that card in particular. Love to hear all those sound effects go off. Yeah, let's get rid of Faceless Joker ASAP, actually. I've seen the error in my ways. I don't really need that card at all. Or that Joker, rather. So we need money, I guess. So a Temperance would go crazy. Nice. Temperance it is, and we will actually keep our interest. So we have one blue seal. We have one of our special twos. And we have a high card. Just one heart. Even a debuffed one would do. Nice. So more flushes along the way. I have a seed on my channel that goes to Ante 11 on the video, but best I ever got to is 12. Very interesting. I haven't done many set seed runs. I know a lot of people try to like speed run Balatro, or they like try to like speed run to Nan Inf with specific seeds. Might mess with that eventually. I have so many ideas of what to do with this game, but I'm so like locked on just getting all the decks done and all the stakes, which probably isn't like, you know, a bad idea, but I'm just jonesing to... That was an insane Emperor, by the way. I'm jonesing to get done with all of these stakes so I can actually like move on to like mods and like set seeds. That'd be great. I think we can do better than this stone card. We would much rather duplicate on these twos. So let's just throw out... I think this wins on its own, which is fine. Faceless Joker provided no value to me. Yellow deck, white stake. That sounds like a vibe. Yeah, yellow deck is probably one of the more forgiving decks. It's always a good time to be jamming some yellow deck. I think I have those. That's all done. I'd be very surprised if I was not done with that. Another queen. Hologram going crazy as it usually does. I've come around to this card. It's fine. It's a perfectly fine Joker. Supernova is great since we're just jamming flushes over and over again. Half Joker is probably the worst Joker in the game if I had to identify one right now. So we will, just in case, this is not optimal. Just in case Wee Joker shows up though, let's make sure we have plenty for it to work on. Oh, this is still a diamond. Oh, it's a 4 of a kind. What the heck am I doing? Because it was all Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, luckily we're on checker deck, and we can course correct. Now we'll see the flames. Okay. It was technically a flush, but Balatro disagreed with me and wanted it to be a 4 of a kind instead. I must say, compared to my other orange stake playthroughs, I feel like I am getting exceptionally lucky right now with what this checker deck is providing me. Like, I'm playing a bit fast and loose right now because of how lucky I've gotten. 24 bucks, sure. Only one hand type this round. Yeah, I could probably swing that. Yeah, let's... We don't need to use discards. We got everything we need. Cool. Also, Gros Michel is just going for it. Stonks has been called. Now, I think Supernova is better. I think it is better. Wee Joker. The wee man himself. And Hanging Shad. If I didn't have Gros Michel, I do need Gros Michel. I think. Actually, I think Gros Michel is actually worse than Hanging Shad at this point. But at the same time, I don't really like Crafty. So Crafty has been kind of a homie to us, but we are in Operation Maximize the Wii. If I had a nickel for every time I've said that. And we will maximize the Wii. That's all we're doing. Let's try to find more of these delicious twos. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking. No, it's Michelle. Gros Michel. This is like actually like a banana species. I watched a whole Hank Green video on this banana species. Good watch, by the way. I mean, I like to shout out smaller content creators. So Hank Green is the guy's name. Not sure if anybody's heard of the guy. Has made blogs or vlog videos with his brother. John Green, also a smaller name in the industry. Constellation is a homie, but it's not really what we're going towards. I would much rather have the Gros Michel instead of Constellation. I think that's false. That has to be false. Yeah. I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna keep the banana because the banana is family. But Constellation might be better, but also Constellation's kind of money hungry. I think we're on the right track. I think we're doing great things over here. So let's throw these to the wolves. And do I start going for... I'm going to keep going for flushes. But there is a chance I'm going to eventually pivot to flush 5s. I would love to get the Cavendish eventually. But Gros Michel's being a bit clingy right now. I mean, like, I love Gros Michel with all my heart, but... yeah, it wants to stick around, unfortunately. Jupiter. Get eaten. And we will look for more 2s. I'm not saying it's correct, but it is what I'm doing. That ace was probably better because I had a purple seal like that queen, but this is where we're going. Hanged Man sounds great. And we'll take our $15 and call it a day. We will smoke these 7s. And we are going to now look for those 2s. Nice. 2s it is. And also a Jupiter to boot. Losing $5 in the process. Yep, one more round of 2s. Actually, not too disappointed to lose. The only reason I'm disappointed is because I had to lose another $5. That being said, I could have just played a high card, but that's neither here or there. Already at ante-8. Could be a card sharp. All cards are debuffed until one joker is sold. Yeah, that's irrelevant to me. We are just going to be jamming 2s. Great. Card sharp, I mean, it would guarantee the win, but I'm going to keep everything we have here because I'm pretty sure this is by itself a guaranteed win. You get this flush with a few 2s in it. And we played another Jupiter, so this should be good, and we're also scaling the Wii. Checker deck is just a delight. This is just fantastic. So Hanging Chad will be leaving us here very soon, which is kind of sad. Do I add an ace to my deck for future strengthening? I think the answer is yes. Could get a negative, or we could keep scaling the Wii. The answer is obvious. We will discard this for Magician. Okay. I would Magician this, but I would rather it be Wild right now. So let's throw out another set of scaling with the Wii Hanging Chad combo. And now we can at least make these 2 lucky. Actually, I want to make sure I get money, honestly. I don't really value the second planet that much. Again, flushes are not the main objective. $20 from the 2. My goat. Fantastic. Hanging Chad, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully you appreciate what Hanging Chad did for you. And Fortune Teller is worth 19 mult at this point, which is good enough for me. Red Seal Gold, sure. Adding cards to my deck sounds great. And a Gold Seal, sure. Hologram, going crazy as usual. And this is another Jupiter. I will actually hold this. So everything is debuffed until something is sold, is what I'm being told. Cute. Yeah, I think we'll probably get out of here with our squad. Nice. Gros Michel. We're going to play until you break. And when we break. eventually. Another discard sounds great to me. A Jupiter does not sound good. A standard pack sounds okay with hologram. Probably just a purple seal. How many purple seals do we have at this point? Quite a bit, right? 3? Not bad. Off to the next one. And we have ways to discard these guys. And I'm wondering at this point, am I supposed to not go for it? No, let's just magician these guys up. And we'll just keep our flushes rolling. And unfortunately, Hanging Chat is gone, so we will not be able to get as much Wee Joker value going, but eventually we'll double up on those Red Seal 2s until we can win very easily with the Wee Joker scaling. Yo, Rick. With a little bit of a holographic treatment. Okay. Well, we now have Yorick. A anti-9 Yorick. Doesn't do a whole lot for us, but maybe we'll have enough time to scale him. Strength for aces is actually insane. Okay. Now we win the video game even harder. Good discard. So we discard here. And I think we're unfortunately going to forego a little bit more discarding. Okay. So that was a whole lot of nothing. I was really hoping to find more aces, and honestly, those 2s... we still might be fine. So Yorick needs 8 more discards. Did I fly too high to the sun? That is the #1 question. Let's play one more. And I guess this will need to do. Unfortunately, going to forego some flush value. Yep, gonna have to forego some flush value. Very unfortunate. Hopefully Gros Michel still sticks around. Depressing. So let's steal. And a 2 is perfection. Nice. Roll once, roll twice, and that'll be good. First hand is drawn face down. Let's go by rank. Discard here. Let's actually go by suit. Discard here. Yorick is now up to a ×2 multiplier, so that is fantastic. Let's go for this kind of discard. Would love to find more aces. Only 2s. So let's actually... we're just trying to maximize the Rick Man. I'm foregoing so much blue seal value trying to strengthen up aces because I'm dead set on upgrading the Wee Joker. And I'd have it no other way. Yeah, no other way I would have it. So Yorick just needs a little bit more discarding to get it done. Gros Michel has left the building. I repeat, Gros Michel has left the building. Let's try to find some aces, some kings, anything to strengthen. Of course. Why would it? Actually, I would rather have a death in my fool, so we are going to actually death these, and we're going to try to strengthen some aces later. Yeah, no doubt. I'm sure a 10 sounds great. Roll once, maybe twice. Marry Andy. The Yorick value will be known. That is fantastic. So let's play this out and try to find some more aces. And we will discard down with Mary Andy when we get the opportunity. No more aces found, but we did find this 4. We can also death this ace and then strengthen the aces up to 2s. But that sounds bad. That's my main concern with that play, is it sounds bad. Operation Find 2s. Fantastic. Strengthen these bad boys up. And now let's find those delicious 2s. Maybe it's another strength situation. And we can strengthen these guys up. How many do we need? We need 2 more for Yorick to be satisfied. Empress on my 2s. Yep. You know how it goes. And then we can just Empress out of here. So we can maybe play my 2s out. Yeah. I just wanted to upgrade my wee Joker. Okay, now we need to actually start playing correctly. Lovers, maybe on a jack. And now we can get enough gold from this gold seal to seal the deal, if you catch my drift. So we just need 5,000. We can do that very easily with the 3 of a kind. Also gets the wee Joker a little bit more strong. How's it going? Dozing off. I just now understand your name. How many times have you been in the stream? And I'm just now understanding what your name means. Well, Happy New Year too. Thanks for stopping by. I haven't read your name out loud. That's the issue. It's actually a brilliant name. My reading comprehension is almost as good as my Balatro skills. Now we need more deaths on 3s because we're going for the wee Joker. So we need 12 more discards. We can do that. And by we can do that, I mean we're going to Hanged Man again. Let's do a full discard there, and now we can play it out like this. Yeah, for sure. We need to discard cards. What am I doing? So let's hang these. And honestly, just a full discard to get Yorick nice and happy with me. Lovers is okay. Let's throw out a 4 of a kind. And hopefully this doesn't win because I would like to discard a lot. So let's do just that. Discard, discard, and Yorick will be happy with me. Cool. Yorick needs 7 more. Army of Twos, that's what we're doing. It's the Army of Twos gameplay. We've done a Wii Joker build before on the channel, but not quite this powerful, if I had to be honest. Brilliant style. And we found a big old goose egg. Nice. Playing a flush sets my money to 0. Guess what? I probably should have read that before going into this boss blind, but as covered before, reading comprehension is lacking these days. So we will honestly Lovers. And now we can discard this down. For a tower, probably not going to be part of my specific lineup. Let's play out this flush. The then dilemma is crushing my soul. Same. Oh, I had 5 more discards to go with Yorick. Oh no, Yorick is gonna be so mad at me. Yeah, Yorick is never gonna let me hear the end of that. This would be cool as a glass card, I think. And then High Priestess will discard. You haven't unlocked my main man Rick yet? Of the legendaries, he's probably one of the lesser impressive ones. Don't let him tell you. Don't let him know I told you that though. He would be. I'm already on thin ice with the guy. He would be livid. Hold on. Yo, Rick. We're gonna do great things together. Hanged Man yet again. And now let's go for huge molt off of my main man Rick. What does Yorick do? So Yorick is a legendary Joker. This Joker gains ×1 molt for every 23 discards. So I am going a little crazy with Mary Andy Yorick right now. Trying to maximize my discards, especially on the orange stake when you get less discards. That being said, it appears the run may have come to an end. I may have flew a little too high to the sun, and Yorick is not gonna be living for much longer. Let's just, you know, hang those, and maybe this is not gonna get me there, but maybe it could. Check it out. So it looks like this build is going to fall to anti-11. Unless... no, there's no way. Flew a little too high. I mean, honestly, I'm not sure what else I could have done. Maybe Mary Andy could have been abandoned a little bit sooner. But we Joker Yorick build, you've seen it a million times. Checker deck is always a delight to play. Honestly, that orange stake felt incredibly easy. Surely my gold stake will be equally as easy. And if it's not easy, we can, like, you know, do like a flashback edit to this point in time. Main menu. And we are off to Zodiac deck, Painted deck, Anaglyph deck. Erratic deck is typically pretty fun. I love Erratic deck. It's probably one of my favorite decks to play. And as we all know, whatever deck you are dealt, you just need to roll with it. So we have no clubs pretty much. We have a ton of diamonds. And we have a ton of twos. Okay. A lot of twos. Even tried Erratic deck yet? It is a ton of fun. I love Erratic deck. Case in point. Give me those twos. Just, you can create 5-of-a-kinds way too quickly. Buffoon Pack sounds good enough to me. How do we feel about Faceless? Faceless, we have 6 kings, 1 king, or 6 kings, 1 queen, and 6 jacks. It's the Eternal, but an Eternal economy with a little bit of scoring. I'm into it. Let's go for a full house to get things started. Okay, and to get things ended. Once it started, doesn't change. Yeah. The deck that you get at the beginning of the Erratic deck, that's what you got. Till the very end. And I will actually keep my $10. 2, 3, 4, 5. How many 8s do I have again? 7 8s? Holy smokes. Let's fish for those. Great. We have found our 8s. Even with the club debuff, this should be plenty. With the little bit of boiled treatment on our Faceless Joker. Hanging Chad, probably not going to make my lineup, but it probably will make somebody's lineup. So we have 8s. And how's my diamonds looking right now? They're looking fine. So let's play maybe just a high card. We'll be able to get it done with our 8s eventually. And by eventually, I mean right now, potentially, but I don't think so. Well, that's what we get for not doing math. And we need more money, potentially. Maybe I could have bought some jokers first, huh? How many aces we have? We have... Ooh, crazy. You know what? You just gave me an idea. If we can find the 8-ball, I'll mess with the 8-ball. Oddly enough, no 8s or 2s in this hand. Maybe just... Yeah, that looks great. Do I want to start souping up some 8s? I think so. Can we get a pair of 2s? I really want to use all my discards with Faceless because I could really use some econ right now. Econ established. Fantastic. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. So Empress on my 8s, and that was pretty much a perfect round. Cool. So we need to find jokers that actually score points now and not just do econ. Swashy B. I'll take Swashy B temporarily. +1 discard, not really what we're looking for. Sure. Invisible Joker might be throwing, but it also gives me my Swashbuckler something to think about. We have 3 8s. If we can pick up some more face cards, that would be fantastic. And let's not mess around with it too much. Let's just take our almost win. How many 8s we have left? 4 8s and a lot of 2s. Cool. 3 of a kind with a special treatment should be enough, especially with a steel card. Yeah, cool. Taking care of the wall pretty easily. So the next round should not be any issue at all. I had an egg swash build yesterday and 1 blue steak. Do you think it's orange steak viable? An eternal egg. It's funny. Sure. Egg me. I know this combo is bad. I will be the first one to tell you that. I also had 2 swashes. Well, I'm about to have 2 swashes. If you believe hard enough, I'm about to have 2 swashes. Let's do 2 of a kind. Let's see where this stands. Doesn't stand well. Let's play just like a throwaway hand to keep some 2s around. Play a throwaway hand. Let's get some face cards, maybe? No. 1 more discard, and maybe a full house will do it. Probably. It'll probably do it, especially with the molt treatment. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Egg or Swashbuckler? Actually, Swashbuckler's temporary. Why am I playing towards this? That's not good. I'm just gonna... I completely missed that was a temporary Swashbuckler. From the top. From the... Let's try again. Let's try again. Alright, let's re-look at our deck and really analyze what's going on here. Nines. We have a lot of 9s. We have a lot of 9s. Okay, we're 9 gaming. Yeah. Okay, let's be for real this time. Let's get our feet in the right direction. Let's start moving forward. Delayed gratification is a money joker technically. Technically is a money joker. How many 10s we have left? 1 10? Let's not play for 10s then. How many aces? 5 aces? 7s and 6, not many remaining. Okay. 3 of a kind. Let's get some 9s in the hand. It's a nice looking flush. Good enough to me. Nice. So now we're getting some money. Getting some cash flow. Walkie-talkie, huh? 10s and 4s. We have a lot of 10. We have 4 10s, 4 4s. Great. Not the most inspiring situation, but might be able to do it. With the... Never mind, I take it all back. We can definitely get it done. So we really just picked this up for the polychrome treatment. I mean, there's more reasons to pick up a Joker than just the treatment it has, but it also just looks pretty, which is huge value for me personally. Strengthening 9s will prove this useful. You know what? I'm so good at this game. I completely forgot we had that many 9s. Let's just do that real quick. Strengthening 9s. Strength. Alright, well. That's okay, I guess. So we have a 4, 5, a 6, missing a 7, or a 3 and a 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. How many 7s do we have in our deck? 2 7s. Let's go by suit. Still need some luck. Oh, absolutely. That's when I'm playing Balatro, you can almost guarantee that I need luck. So we need to find 4s and 10s. Really greeting out this delayed gratification. Honestly, probably greeting it out too much. But it wouldn't be a Fruit Plays Balatro without a little bit of greed. The instant I can get rid of this, I will. Campfire, I hear, is a very good Joker. Not as good as a freaking Ankh, though, on a walkie-talkie. Let me get some 10s and 4s going. This could be a 4 eventually. Alright. So now I can start utilizing my discards. Because I have severely limited what I can play. Because I am very smart. And that's why we do it. And that is why we make the big bucks. 5,000 points in one hand. You've never seen anybody score higher than that. I guarantee it. Some people are calling it a synergy. Some people are saying it synergizes. I am discarding for my 10s and 4s. That is all I know how to do at this current point. Sure. Oh, maybe I should have slid those 4s a little bit more forward, huh? Doesn't matter. Even with the most optimal plays, we still are up top. Abstract Joker. No. I'm good on the Abstract, man. We will just be... Been watching for about a week. You're really amazing. Happy to catch you live. I'm going to frame that comment. Put it on my wall behind me so I can finally have something behind me. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you can catch me live. Been trying to be more live recently. Probably going to be taking a break here soon from live recordings, but it's been an absolute blast. Just jamming Balatro day after day. I'm surprisingly not tired of the game yet. By the way, insane Invisible Joker pickup. So we can get even more 10-4 value. These don't look like 10s or 4s. Kind of weird. Kind of strange. Am I having a good New Year's? I mean, honestly, as far as New Year's goes, 2026, pretty solid New Year so far. It's only up from here, I think, right? Right? Please? Somebody? Somebody agree? No, it'll probably be fine. It'll probably be a good year. For sure. No doubt in my mind. That's the idea. That's the idea. Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty much where I'm at too. A flush house. Sure. It's not correct to, it's what you make it. I like that. That's the positivity I need. I need to be more like you. And now, could you imagine the triple walkie-talkie? Alright, fine. Lost the 66%er, but that'll need to be okay. Wasteful is actually pretty good, so we can find more of the 10s and the 4s. We can also open up a standard pack potentially for a 10 or a 4. We do not find them. We're not interested. So let's get a little wasteful. Cool. So now with double hanging Chad, we are... We can be more like each other, embrace Buddha. Heck yeah, we're getting spiritual up in here. Might as well. Might as well get a little... Sure. 10s and 4s, though, are being a bit elusive to me at this current point. Honestly, what does a 10 high do? Is a high card 10 just the best? Yeah, okay. So we just need one high card to win. That's good to know. So in that case, let's find ways. Those are some pretty walkie-talkies. It's the only reason I took them, to be completely honest with you. I saw it glimmer, I saw it shine, and I was like, yeah, I need that. I need that in my lineup ASAP. No 10s, no 4s. How about more 9s for that eventual strength that I absolutely will find? I will find that strength if it's the last thing I do. So as we discovered last time, all we need is pretty much a single 10 or a single 4. But a multiple 10-4 would be great. This easily wins with the extra chips modification. Yeah, this is insane. Okay, 38,000. We do need a little bit more than that, though. Mystic Summit could be okay. I kind of like to-do list. We are a little bit strapped for cash. Yeah, sure. Hang 'em. Standard pack for a 10 or a 4? Okay. That is a 4. I would like to not to be glass. And we are off. Here's some 4s. Perfect. So we just need to find a 9. I always forget to discard with Mystic Summit. I wish I could say that was unrelatable. I've been known to let Mystic Summit just sit in the old Joker band doing nothing. Ooh. So that did not win, which is actually a-okay by me because I want to find, so aces, kings, and 8. So there's no more 8s around. Just a high card 10 will win. Perfect. So we want to get a little bit more cash. This honestly could win on its own. No shot. I actually didn't mean that at all. So just the high card will get us over the finish line. Nice. Ooh, to-do list on high card. That's what dreams are made of. Is high card my most played hand? It is not. Full house is. Interesting. Do I want that to be my most played hand? Eventually that'd be great. Let's get a 10 or a 4 if you don't mind. We'll take money. And if we can find a high card, Jupiter or Mercury, that's fine. Roll once for no strength. I don't think a 4 wins on its own. Just in case it does, let's play it second. Or maybe second to last. No, let's play it second, just in case. I'm too scared. So we have 3 high cards we could play. Okay, so we do need 3 high cards because I only scored about 10,000. And now we get to fully maximize our money. Cool. We only have 3 more. A flush house. I shouldn't have unlocked flush houses. That was 100% on me. We could rock the ramen. Let's rock the ramen. Ramen actually seems insane here. Yep, those are cards. Through and through, those are cards. Is that a 4? Holy smokes, I never thought I'd see the day. It's tempting for 4s, but I think ramen will actually win me more rounds. Yeah. The flush house, I shouldn't have unlocked it. I like offhandedly said, oh, what's the worst that can happen? Let's just unlock the flush house. And we are now experiencing what the worst is. Sure. This will not score many points at all. This is almost a flush house. It could be a flush house. Let's go to not go to discard. Sorry, ramen. I almost did the worst thing possible to you. Cool. Let's do a full house. And if we can find 110 or 14, we'll close out the round. And that's the 10. Great. We also have $5, so interest will be maximized. Cool. And that was plenty. The order, probably not. Ramen is a great joker. I completely agree. It hurts to discard cards with it, obviously, but just don't discard. It's simply that easy. It's also very easy to get strength. I hear at least that it's easy to get strength. Word on the street. So let's put together pairs. Unfortunately, the good pair, or the good 4, is not here. And now we have a full house, I guess. And now we have A lot of turned off 4s. Great. We don't need that high card. We just need 10. I'm just happy to see that this build is kind of working. In a way, it's working. Slowly but surely it's working. I would just really appreciate a strength. Hold the phone. Do my eyes deceive me? Or is that an honest to goodness strength right there? Now if I can get a fool or another strength, perfection. It's perfect. I mean, what else could you want? Strength. And then, right when you think you're wise, you magician. I should have magicianed last so that fool would have strength in it. You're right. Yep. Now I know that I just skipped over photo Chad. But, in my defense, 10-4 is so much cooler. It's so much cooler. Photo Chad would have been better. No doubt. Nobody's doubting that. Like, if I had Photo Chad with 2 walkie-talkies instead of ramen, I could just win. But, what's the fun in that, you know? Oh. Don't discard. Don't discard. Sorry, ramen. Sorry. That's on me. That's on me. We need more lucky cards so that we can maybe pivot into a lucky cat angle. Okay, we could also death some 8s. Yeah, get these 8s out of here. I don't see myself strengthening 8s into 9s and 9s into 10s. I think I have plenty of 9s to strengthen. Is that a 4? You bet. You betcha I'm taking that. So we have a beautiful 10. Yep. We might be experiencing a fall off in... Ooh, I had a straight there. Ooh, that would have been much better, huh? Huh, interesting, interesting. The more I think about it, the more I should have done that. So let's do another high card. You gotta go for the content line. See, you understand. You see where I'm coming from. Aces and yeah. Yeah, this makes sense. I might need to get off of ramen. I need to get off of ramen. Okay, ramen, I'm sorry. It's not you, it's me. Let's now go for money. Just a little bit of money would be great. I would even take molt. There we go. Now we're talking. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Ooh. Yep. Let's get rid of Star for death. Arcana pack for Hanged Man. Probably for death. Yeah, we could go... No, we go for death. We go for the content, obviously. Oh yeah. Absolutely we're doing that. There's no world where I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. Cool. Let's go for 10s and 4s. We have a lot more 10s. So let's go for a 10 angle. And we don't want face cards. Face cards are for the weak. And we want this 4 up top. Check it. Say goodbye to your econ. It's been real econ. Have a good one. I don't need econ where I'm going. All I need is 10s and 4s. Maybe Stuntman. I don't need Stuntman. Let's go for strength. Probably not. We're gonna go for magician. Yep. Say hello to my econ, more like it. And we want a different hand. We want a different hand. We don't want this. We don't really want this specific hand. An immolate would go absolutely insane here if it presented itself. I'll strengthen this 9 eventually, I think. Cool. Nice. So we can go 10 high. What does a 10 high card do? Just curious. Just curious what this does real quick. Just to get a sense. Doesn't do a whole lot. I'm now figuring out. But we do have a flush situation, which could be pretty good. Okay, okay. Word. Heard that, heard that. And now we go for econ figured out. Beautiful econ. If I can double up on this 10, I would be the happiest to ever play this game. Okay, let's make that a reality. But first, let me open this standard pack for nothing. Judgment? No. Good on Judgment. And we will play a pair situation. Just trying to keep ramen intact, honestly. Didn't score nearly as much as I was hoping for, I'll be honest with you. But we do have a straight that I missed before. Maybe this will do something worthwhile. Okay, okay. Ooh. That's $20 if I've ever seen it. Yeah, give me that $20 real quick. Not, okay, we got a little bit of mult at least. Okay, we'll take that. And then we'll take a 4 of a kind. Give me that beautiful, beautiful money. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Say goodbye to your econ. I can't. Hello. That's that econ. Oh yeah. That's what dreams are made of. And we actually would rather this be that 10. Okay, okay. And then we Emperor for Empress. Yes. Do I get rid of ramen? I feel like the answer might be yes. She is in fact a 10. Alright, I'll admit Econ is back. I'ma sell it. Unhinged. 8 ball, you're a little late. We were talking about you before, but not right now. Ooh, Pluto and Mercury, you dog. Shoot the moon is irrelevant. 8 ball is low-key the best. We'll see about that. I'm now missing my ramen desperately now that I see the errors of my ways. Ooh, how about a full house? Actually, we're so back. Times mult would go crazy. Or plus mult would go crazy. Times mult would go crazy too, but unfortunately we sold that. I even realized if you lost ramen. Yeah, some idiot got rid of it. It's me. I'm the some idiot. A 2 pair does kind of go hard. Let's do it. Give me that mult. If I was so in need of mult, why not put this one first? Okay, okay. So we want to discard 4 of a kind 9s. Probably not. I think I would rather find a 4 of a kind 4s. Now that's inspiring. Yeah, that's good stuff. Money going crazy. Okay, okay. And then we put together the 5 of a kind. Do we have any more lucky 10s? We do have some lucky 10s remaining. So let's try to find some of those. We do not find them, but we do find some better 10s. We could put this first, but at the same time, we are here to make money. This is brilliant. My best work yet. It's so dumb, it just might work. What do we have? Forces 1 card to always be selected. Yeah. Yeah. That would concern some people, but probably not me. So let's maybe find... Yeah, I think we need... Yeah, you're right on. We do need the duo. We do need Mr. Duo. Alright, let's stop rolling. And find... Steel? Sure. Yeah, let's stop rolling. Gives $1 for every played hand. Unfortunately... Is that better? Yeah. $49? Are you kidding me? We gotta take that. We're taking that to the bank, as they said. So we now put together a 4 of a kind. No real reason to discard. We can do a little better than that. I'm still so surprised this is working. Sure, we'll use these. And now we're going to put together a full house. Sure. With the full 10-4 treatment. No money, kind of disrespectful. It's so dumb. Magician, yep, welcome. Throw it back? Probably not. All right, let's open some standard packs for some 10s or some 4s. Nope. 10 or 4. Here we go. Yep. One more roll. Out with the old, in with the new. There we go. Much better. Can I have that duo back? I would like to request that duo back, if you do not mind. Can I have maybe a singular duo back? Okay, we're fine. We're fine, we're fine. I'm hamming it up. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. This wins every time very easily. Yeah. Sick. Got some plus mult in there too. Got some money. Yeah, throw it in there. Why not? Nice. Yep. Move this to the front. Full house. Ship it. Insano money coming through. It's so dumb. Great build, best build. Nobody's done it better. I mean, it's perfection. You're happy to see I won with it? I mean, I was always gonna win with the sacred double hanging Chad, double walkie-talkie. It was in the cards, as some may say. All right, let's keep the good times rolling. Again, should have waited to do that, but now I'll skip so that I can remain that in the Fool pool. Yeah, this you've seen. I mean, it is hella common. I mean, just look at my jokers. They're incredibly common. Don't look at this guy. A negative tag. I'm good. Let's go for 10s. We're here for 10s. Yeah, I think we're here for 10s. One money, please. Just the singular money would be great. Alright, well, that's honestly kind of unlucky. So we need 4s and 10s again. Sure. 9s and 4s it is. Move that to the front, and this will close it out. What I really need to start doing is upgrading 5 of a kinds. That would be ideal. And we also do need to find a replacement for the trio eventually. We will find it eventually. So let's discard these goobers. And do we go for the full-on full house? I think so. Yeah, let's go for the full-on full house. $23 right off the bat. A lucky cat would also be great. I wouldn't turn down a lucky cat. Interesting. That scored significantly less than I thought it was going to. Thinking. I would like to see a Molt Hiker in the update. That'd be cool. I would just like to see a Hiker rework in general. Probably one of my least favorite jokers if I needed to identify one. Very not inspiring joker, the Hiker. No offense to the Hiker. Like, it kind of goes crazy with, like, Hanging Chad and other repeatable effects, but Hanging Chad is just kind of insane on its own. Well, looks like it is the end of the road. Potentially. Absolutely, right? Yeah. Oh well. Ante 9 is where that build was always going to die. Not bad. Not bad. So we have just been kind of cruising with... So we've done the erratic deck and we've done checker deck. Blue deck, we have gold left. Green deck. I can't do green deck right now. I mentally cannot do green deck right now. I mean, Zodiac is pretty easy. Let's do Zodiac. Might as well. Let's just knock it out. Suit me, and that's... There we go. Let's just do one more discard. Perfect. I had a tough time getting green deck to gold stake. I played it, I think, yesterday or the day before yesterday on purple stake, and it took me a embarrassingly long time to get it done. That's, oh, okay, well, I guess this is how we're gonna play. Excuse me. Let's go by rank. So we have 10, 9, 8, 7, so we're missing a jack or a 6. Oh, actually, this might be enough. With the Wrathful Joker. Okay, cool. Yeah, taking away interest with the green deck is beyond painful. I thought it was going to be an easy time. I'm like, oh, I've done black deck, and that was like, you know, that was tough. But honestly, green deck might be harder than black deck. Which has me a bit terrified because black deck did take me a second to do. But we'll cross that bridge once we get there. Hanging Chad business card. I don't know about all that. Well, that's good to hear. Because black deck did absolutely hand it to me. Let's get some econ going. Money is how you win. Pretty sure if you get a voucher, it overwhelms the debuff of interest on green. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Because I pick the Joker that increases your interest, and then you just don't get it. I'm pretty sure you just don't get it even if you do have seed money. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I would love to be wrong because I would definitely use that technology. Alright. No, if you get, like, the extra hands voucher. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, for sure. Getting extra hands can get you over the finish line. And so can an abstract Joker. Might go for the abstract. Phenomenal order. I don't want to hear it. It's fine. It's fine. it's okay. Everybody stop yelling. Let's go by suit. You need a burglar on green deck. I definitely felt that. Let's actually lean on this. Great. I'm actually going to put a face card first because I do want to prioritize money. Nice. Yeah, burglar on green deck. Honestly, burglar in general, that's just a good Joker. Like, the more I play with these two measly discards, the more I realize just how good burglar is. Ooh, Justice is very good with a hanging Chadathan. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. And prioritize money. Yeah, prioritize money. And we also have some malt to go with it, so I think this should get us over the top. And we'll just get bailed out by an ace high straight. Nice. More money, please, or nothing. Thank you. Zodiac deck is one of your favorites. Having all those delicious vouchers, couldn't agree more. It is temporary, unfortunately, but that is pretty insane. I mean, look inside. You know the whole thing. You know the song, you know the dance. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I would honestly rather... Maybe we can find some face cards to go with this. Cool. And we can. Very nice. Can we find a 10 to boot? No. Just a pair. Nice. Photograph, unfortunately, being temporary means that we don't have everything figured out, but we're getting there. We're getting there. If we could find like a gold seal, that'd be great. Or blue seals are always busted. And honestly, with where my econ is going, I wouldn't mind just kind of blindly making my hands better. Mercury is also fine. And we're above the interest threshold. Love that. So we have 3 queens. Run it. Wait a minute. 9, 10, jack, queen. I could fish around for a straight, of course. And this also allows me to look for more money, which found $4. And unfortunately, that is all I got. Nice. Thank you, business card. So we can yet again open this Arcana pack. Now, how much do I believe that the plant does not exist? I just don't believe. Yeah, plant doesn't exist. Never has, it never will. So let's just start blindly increasing the value of our hands, because that will pay off eventually. Perfection, found a hermit. And we are, I guess, just going to be increasing Saturns. Money. Riffraff with the Eternal tag, probably not. Ride the bus is a joke. The duo could be good, but at the same time, not really. Let's actually get rid of this for the half joker. I feel like that's a little bit more consistent. Yeah. Cool. We will win. Nice. Just, if in doubt, just win. It's a little motto that I kind of live by. Fortune teller, probably not. A mega standard pack for some face cards sounds good to me. So we are going to be losing the photograph here soon. So I want to make sure that we have a ton of money leaving the round where we're going to be missing the photograph. Yeah. It's a good old gross Michael. Yeah. So we could go for that full house, or we could just fish for a better hand. Yeah, I think I'll go for a better hand. Uh-oh, photo Chad. Don't worry, it's going to be gone here, unfortunately, very soon. So sad. Oh yeah, it's going to be leaving us here very soon. Hopefully Grow Michelle doesn't. Yeah, probably not that one. So let's get some more face cards because, yet again, gold seals with hanging chat is just so good. Yep, I will take my $7. Thank you very much. Strength to make more kings and queens sounds good enough to me. I don't think this wins on its own. There's a chance it does, actually, with this 2 pair being upgraded as much as it has been. And if push comes to shove, we can increase the strength here and here. Oh yeah, I definitely want the plantain. that's the nickname that you give a good old Gros Michel. Good old plantain turning into the mighty banana. I like that lore. I can subscribe to that lore. Actually very happy to see that the banana did not, or that that didn't win, so we can maybe get some more money out of this business card, because yet again, this photograph is going to be leaving us here very soon. So we are going to sell, buy and use this for straights. We actually have been improving straights a lot this run. Right? Like, we have 3 levels of straights. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna immolate. Doesn't really mess with our straights too much, especially with shortcut still. We're a-okay. We also have a blue seal to increase even further. So honestly, I may just want to magician the middle cards and not the face cards. If this was a jack, I would improve it, but king is at the top end of the card rank, so I think I'm better off just magicianing the middle bit. That being said, if we pick up another photograph, I will pivot so hard out of shortcut and go right back to photo Chad. Because we are here to win the video game. I'll keep my $57, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A genuine straight. And also comes with money. Praying for constellation. Almost always. That's kind of awkward. We may need to lean on glass. 3, 5. So that's a straight. Alright, fine. We'll lean on glass. Wasn't expecting to have to use the glass this early, but here we are. So now it is discard these. Sure. So now we can go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 9 up front for some potential money and molt. Cool. Got money and molt. Because we are the best to ever do it. The flint is pretty evil. I'm too gay to play straight builds. That's the YouTube title. That's a YouTube title if I ever heard one. Yeah, let's commit to the straight lifestyle. I did see that there is a Balatro mod that is only purpose is to call straights gays. Which, you know, you gotta appreciate that. Yeah, these aren't really... I mean, that'll do. That'll do. I'll just buy a blank. I just don't want to think about it. Let's just buy the blank. Supernova for straight gaming. Not yet. It's not good enough just yet. Yeah. Probably good on just running it like this. So ace, king, queen, 10, 9. Put the king up front for some potential money. Sick. Throw away, I guess this king for an emperor is fantastic. Ace, king, queen. Not quite. So get rid of this king. Okay. Now this should be ace, king, queen, jack, 9. Perfect. And we can also seal the deal with a little bit of Hierophant. Move this up front for more business card value. Honestly, business card Hanging Chad might need to go semi-soon. That is if we don't find Photograph, of course. Lucky Cat. Lucky Cat, huh? Tell you what, if there's a lucky card in these packs that I pick, I will run the Lucky Cat, but it does not look like we're gonna get there. You know what? 3 lucky cards? I'd be a fool not to. I'd be a fool not to, is what I say. Do we go money or more straights? I think, honestly, at this point, money is not really a thing, especially with another hermit. Yeah, I'm thinking money is no thing. Sure. So we have almost a straight. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. I'm gonna move this not up front because I no longer have the business card. So we are purely getting money from interest in our remaining hands. So we will just run out the glass. Gros Michel wants to stay around. Hit me with a lucky card. Heck yeah. And then more Saturns. Fantastic. More death for more lucky cards, of course. And we're probably good on those rolls. So you have 10, 8, 10. Yeah. Perfect. Move this to the front. And now let's get lucky. Heck yeah. Got 2 triggers off of that first lucky card. Unfortunately, the banana did leave us. That's okay, because Cavendish is always in the Jumbo Buffoon pack. Interesting, interesting. It turns out it is not always there, but that's okay. We'll just take a Scholar. It's very comparable if you think about it. Another Saturn, if you don't mind. It is temporary, but I am going to take it. Temporary, but I'm taking it. I'm going to actually smoke these. And I guess this would look better in my hand. Okay. Money. Roll for Hierophant is good, maybe? Yeah, that was a good use of rolls for sure. So Jack, 9, 8, 7, 6. That's a straight. This will allow me to win in one go. It's not good for farming lucky cards, but that is why you don't. You just... Now you look for lucky cards. Okay, King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9. Move this up front. Hanging Chad, Blueprint. These would look really good with a little bit of treatment. Alright, Lucky Cat, eat your heart out. Nice. Just one additional tick. Gonna be able to increase the strength of my straights again. Crystal Ball sounds great. So that we can buy and use this. And now we can Hermit. Glass Joker, I'm never gonna buy you. Oh. Driver's license, huh? I think I have to take driver's license. Yeah, like obviously I need to take driver's license. Cool. We'll go for Mercury, and then we will... Are we going to sell Blueprint for driver's license? I think the answer is a resounding yes. Get that temporary card out of my face. Sure. Fine. We desperately need to find ways to increase the number of... There we go. Now we're talking. So death here, and then we Hierophant here, and now the game's just too easy for guys like you and me. King, Queen, Jack, 9, 7. Move this up front. And now we simply win the video game. Sick. Let's open up a Celestial pack for, of course, the straight. The Arcana pack for money, obviously. And then Hierophant. Hierophant the elephant. So we could gamble. Always. What a terrible result. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's a straight in my book. Let's make sure that we win this one though. Okay, cool. A little bit of money. The lucky cat is not as lucky as I am. We could go for more discards, but honestly, with shortcut, it's not a like major priority. Not as much as a priority as getting magician value. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lucky cat, you are gonna go places. And then we wasteful. So this is my most disposable Joker right now. So we have... Thanks for hanging out. Bummer needed to go back to work, but thank you for chilling on the stream for a second. Should be streaming a little bit more here soon. But at the same time, I am going to be taking a break, so I don't even know why I said that. So now we definitely get more lucky. Just one tick. Okay, fair enough. So if I can find the 6-sided die with this, that would be fantastic. At this point, my base mult through upgrading Saturn has been strong enough that I'm going to just YOLO Judgment. Good stuff. Great stuff, even. Irrelevant. No lucky cards. Yeah, those aren't lucky cards. DNA for lucky cards. Yep. Obviously. Obviously, we're going to do that. So we want more 9s in our deck, I think. Cool. King, Queen, 10, 9. So let's just get rid of this 9. At the same time, upgrade our Lucky Cat. So we can discard here. Discard here. King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9. Fortunately not getting the additional Saturn, but that will need to be A-okay. So now we have 2 × 3 multipliers, and our straights are out of control. Cool. More judgments? Probably not. So let's go with death here. And then they'll get another death for more lucky cards, of course. No lucky cards in there. 1 roll, and then we'll call it a day. Just a random discard. Another random discard, sure. Sun is probably irrelevant. More 9s, obviously. Maybe we're just going for a 9 build. Or, 5 of a kind off of 9s. We'll see. Until then, we will just play out these guys. Okay. So now we need to start actually trying to put together a straight. Or we could YOLO lucky cards. Yeah, obviously. Also gets Lucky Cat. Nowhere near better. Okay. Ace, Queen, Jack, 10, 9. Fair enough. Okay, so we need maybe a better than DNA eventually. But until then, we're just going to pick up... So what are we lacking right now? We're kind of lacking 4s, oddly enough. Because we still need to create straights until we can make Lucky Cat carry us a little harder. Flips and shuffles the jokers. I don't think that is going to be too relevant. So... Queen, Jack, 9, 7, 6. 9 up front. Of course, trying to maximize the Lucky Cat whenever we can. Mime is irrelevant. So we have 10 9s. Do we feel like 10 9s is approaching enough? Can also use a 10, maybe this 6, sure. Those all kind of go towards the same straight. And then that was real fun. Nice little roll session. Let's get some 10s in our deck, I guess. Because maybe we're committed to straights in the long term. King, Jack, 10... 9, 7. 10 up front. foregoing the planet. Honestly, I could discard to find it very easily. Could. Definitely could. Or we can open standard packs. And look at these and pass them. We can also purchase a telescope so that we can actually guarantee the Saturns out of our planet packs. And we could face the acorn, which does actually and factually nothing. Nice. I wonder what you are. So do we go for 5s now? No, we'll just stick with the 9s. And we will play out these 5s actually, so that the lucky cat could be satisfied. So 7, 9, 10, Queen, King. Flip this up front. And let's, I guess, not get any lucky ticks. Alright, let's see how far supposedly... No, I'm gonna get out of straights here soon. Yeah, we need to start going for, like, 5 of kinds or flush 5 9s. Pluto's also not bad because we are using DNA a lot. So let's maybe just do the pivot now. Yeah, let's do the pivot now. So discard here. And I could honestly double up on planets. Let's see how that goes. I might be a bit greedy here. I can definitely admit that. So let's discard here. The greed continues. Let's go with a 10 high. Lucky cat, do something, anything. Okay. This needs to win. If not, we'll just say I flew way too high. Oh well. Makes for a short video with a very unsatisfying ending. But we did beat the run. So we'll chalk that up. Don't read this. It's actually a win. We're going to chalk that up as a W, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Another dub. Okay, cool. So we have, to recap, 3 decks complete. Gonna call it a stream. Some pretty good games. Pretty unique builds. So, to recap the orange stakes we have left. We have Painted deck, Anaglyph deck, green deck. Okay. 3 decks remaining. 2 of them seem really hard. I mean, not really hard, but like pretty hard. Painted deck's going to be a bit of an issue. On purple stake, it kind of gave me hands, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I think of the 3 remaining, this one is the easiest one. Maybe Anaglyph deck. Anaglyph deck is kind of just like a deck with no benefits a lot of the time, but we'll figure out a way around that. But really the one I am looking forward to the least is green deck. Not having an interest is brutal, but we will cross that bridge once we get there. Anyway, that's the stream. If you haven't liked it already, would greatly appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, I would also greatly appreciate that. I'm sure it does something. Jury's still out on what it does, but I'm sure it does something really, really cool. But with that being said, that's Fruit streams Balatro decently. Bye. Have a good one.